Yo, what's the problem with cookie cutter homes? What do you guys think? Urban sprawl? No originality? Stand out? You know? There's someone else's idea of an acceptable house. Nice, Justin. Those are nice answers. But you know, we see this a lot. There seems to be like all of these communities that are just popping up, and they're master planned communities. Some of them are nice, you know, some nice houses. But usually the houses are what we call cookie cutters. There's only maybe 2 or 3 different floor plans. When I was looking at a house, I almost bought it. I was driving around though, and I noticed every single house was exactly the same floor plan, except every now and then one was a mirror image of the other, but for the most part they were the same design, same floor plan. And it was a whole like 5 blocks of this shit, and I was like, that sucks. Who doesn't want that? I mean, all right, so partially it's true. If you live in a cookie cutter house, it shows lack of design, imagination, creativity, but there are economic efficiencies. But the question you have to ask yourself is like, why do you want to trade artistic value for economic efficiency? It doesn't get you very far. Capitalism at its best, right? But if you think about it, people who tend to live in cookie cutter homes share common values. Isn't that true? Typically, your neighbors are going to be kind of like what you are. So if you live in a newer development that's a cookie cutter development, you're most likely a young professional, maybe your first house, maybe a young family. I'm generalizing, but you get the idea. You might have, you know, 2.5 kids, and you drive a couple of cars, you know, Sentras or Hondas, no big deal like that. But think about this. Most of the people who live in those cookie cutter homes will probably have about the same sort of life. 9-to-5 jobs, maybe their fantasy football team on Sundays, etc. Now, if you're taking notes, I want you to take notes. Write this down. This is very important for you to understand. You become the average of your 5 closest relationships. That's what every study shows. You will become the average of your 5 closest relationships. So your environment has a lot to do with your level of success in life, what you get, how you will experience life, how you will feel life, right? Your environment. So your house, your neighbor's house, the people you hang out with, the places you go, the things you want to do. If your average friends are high school dropouts, I can almost guarantee you're a high school dropout. If most of your friends work a 9-to-5 job, chances are you work a 9-to-5 job. If most of you, now think about this. If most of your friends have been divorced, chances are you're heading towards a divorce. Okay? Now, that's really important when you're choosing your environment, the house you're living in, the area. You're going to go to your neighbors for dinner. They're going to have 2.3 Rugrats running around. They're going to have a chicken in every pot. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to ask yourself, do I want to become an ordinary person, an average person? And I'm not putting down average people. Trust me, I'm average. It's fine. It's okay to be average. What I don't want you to become is ordinary. Think about that. Write that down on your notes. Do I want to become ordinary? Do I want to just fit in? Do I just want to check the boxes? Do I just want to file my income tax and just draw a paycheck? Is that the life I want? You know, to wake up middle-aged one day, look over at my wife and say, man, who is this woman I'm married to, or this husband? Why does he have this pot belly, right? So you got to think about that. Do I want to become an average person? And it's okay if you do, but you have to decide if that's right for you. Because here's ultimately the key. If you live in cookie cutter house, you will have cookie cutter friends, which means you'll have cookie cutter relationships. And when you add that up over the years, here's what you end up with: a cookie cutter life. That's the big tip for tonight. The problem with cookie cutter houses is that you'll end up with a cookie cutter life. And that's not what you want, is it? I mean, life is short. If you're taking notes, write this down. Now think about this. In the history of time, there has never been anyone that's been born like you before. No one has ever been like you. No one has had your exact set of DNA, your genetic sequence, your experiences, your life experiences, how you see things, how you grew up. No one has ever been like you before in the history of time. Now, think about this. After you die, there will be no one ever again like you. You are one of a kind. No one has ever existed like you before, and once you die, there will be no one like you ever again. Not with your exact circumstances, not with how you see things. So your life existence is very special. It's very unique. But yet, we would rather play it safe. We would rather live in a cookie-cutter house, have cookie-cutter friends, don't rock the boat, go to school, get your paycheck, drive a nice car, have 2.3 kids. That's fine if that's what you want. But at the end of your days, when you're on your deathbed and you're thinking back about your life, you have to ask yourself, did I really live? Did I really do anything important? Did I just check the boxes? Did I waste this life that I've been given? This extraordinary gift that I've been given. What did I do with it? Because that's what will happen if you live in a cookie-cutter house. You will miss the creativity. You will miss the uniqueness that's you. You will miss the opportunity to express yourself, to develop your curiosity, to stand out, to be different. You'll soon be wearing khaki pants, playing golf at the local country club. That's fine if that's what you want to do. You'll be having burgers. You'll have the best fantasy baseball team ever. You'll have, you'll probably be on your second, maybe third wife. Who knows? You'll probably be on your fifth or sixth job. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, did I create anything meaningful? Did I leave behind anything meaningful and worthwhile? Because the problem with cookie cutter houses is that you'll become a cookie cutter person, which will then lead you to have a cookie cutter life. And we don't want that. We don't want that for you. I want my patients to understand you're special. Not just to me, not just to your mama. You're a special, unique individual. And don't waste your life, this gift that you've been given. All right, y'all? Thank you.